Greetings, my fellow unicorns. I'm Jolene. Welcome to Jolene Sparkles. Today we're going to continue working on our factory for Satisfactory Update 4, which is so exciting. I'm trying not to curse, but I almost did. Looks like my green screen's a little messed up here. Let me give me 1 second. Let me fix that. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I normally look at my stream beforehand. I look at the camera and everything, but I don't currently. I didn't have a chance to do that, and unfortunately, I don't have the ability to kind of see like what another screen is currently showing yet. So I'll have to go ahead and fix that. By the way, how do you like my new cute dress? Isn't it amazing? All right, so enough of that. Let's get into it. So yeah. I, had found some quartz out here, so I was just doing a little bit of, grab some quartz and kind of drop it in here and, get some quick tickets out of it. Yeah, I built this little bio burner just to kind of churn that out. And while I was getting ready for the show, I had the amazing Brittany come through and, combine some of those items and create some of the quartz that we need for the streetlights. So unfortunately, because of the fact that I had not had a chance to take care of this before the stream, I have to kind of run back. But I did want to show you something interesting. So there are these little like pure water geysers, I guess. And it's kind of weird. Like I feel like I've seen these before, but the weird thing is that like you can put not a biomass burner. You can put a water it has a water extractor that you could place on top. Like, it has the lock in place for it, but it says resource not deep enough. You need to place this on deep water. So I'm not quite sure what that means. I don't know if it's something they're going to be adding later, or I don't know. But I feel like maybe I did see it before. I don't remember if that's maybe part of the Steam vents or not. It's been a while since I've really played, so yeah, might be kind of inaccurate, but anyway, so I'm actually heading back to my base, kind of far away, but I did put down a little beacon there saying that's where my raw quartz is, because we're going to have to come back here and set up some actual, some mining here to bring it back to the main area. I ended up coming through here because I was just kind of searching out for some slugs and stuff. I need it for my new power plant. I did get the coal power plant up and going, and I did some pretty cool things with it, and I'm actually going to show you that because we're actually running to it right now. And we're almost there. It'll just be another moment or two before we get there. I can actually kind of see it from here. So the cool thing is that I decided to do a bottom-fed power plant for coal processing. Me and Brittany were talking a little bit about different ways to set things up, and she was bringing up bottom fed. She had seen some things about that, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a way you could do that, some really cool things with that. I've done that before. I thought I heard something there. I had done that before, and I started working on this facility, and I thought about it. I was like, wait, I got halfway through it, and then I was like, you know what, I actually should work on one of those. I haven't done it for coal before. And I just think that would be kind of fun and interesting and different. So I'm just putting some of these overclocks in here to kind of get a little bit more performance out of these, because you can see that we need a lot of coal for this. We are using quite a bit of coal in there right now. So we're just going to go ahead and overclock that all the way. And there is one more over here. Sorry, there's an ambulance going by right now, so sorry about that. I don't know how much you can actually hear it on the stream or not, but it's very loud for me. Let's go ahead and overclock this one as well, and then that should give us just enough points, or just enough throughput to keep up with current demand. So you can kind of see as we're kind of coming through the clearing that there are definitely 2 floors to it. I didn't finish that back part, so it looks kind of ugly. I did originally plan on taking everybody through a tour coming through the other side, but, well, it kind of didn't happen, so oopsies. Now, initially, you could probably see that I have both orange and yellow power plants, and you're probably asking yourself, why do you have orange and yellow power plants? Well, there's actually a good reason for that. one of the things that you'll notice with power plants is that it's very easy to overload them, and then your drills shut down, and then your water pumps shut down. So let's take a quick look. You can see there's my water pumps down there. Got some nice kind of glass going there. These are not hooked up yet because I was running out of resources, so they didn't get a chance to fully hook those up. But now that we have much more coal being brought down here, we'll be able to turn that up a little bit later on. For right now, it's okay. We're not really hitting any kind of demands right now. We're not capping any demands. But anyway, so what I did, you'll also notice that I have the new battery set up here, so that will hopefully allow, if this system runs out of power, it should, in theory, allow the pumps and stuff to run without, when there's any weird drops in voltage. Only a few of these are currently online, even though it shows smoke for all of them. In fact, there's only actually 3 of them online. It's weird, you could hear the pumps kind of spinning up a little bit. They kind of spin up and down a little bit. The yellow is basically, okay, so let me take a step back. So what I did first, to kind of get this whole thing primed up, I know I'm kind of running sideways there, it's kind of weird, but whatever. To prime things up, I created these 3 biomass burners, which actually I guess we should just kind of go take a look down here. I know I should have taken the elevator, but whatever. Not the elevator, the stairs. The ladder, those things. So I created these 3 bio burners, and I used those to turn on one miner back there. Get to start flowing some coal coming down here. And then I also turned on one pump. I actually had started this thing down on the other end, so this is kind of like backwards, so just ignore that. But I started the first pump all the way down on the other side. Now I know there's an orange on the other side, and ended up flipping it around. I actually recorded some video of how I put this whole thing together. It took me a while. I was kind of watching TV while I was doing it, so I wasn't really it took way longer than it should have, but it was because I was kind of multitasking at the same time. But anyway. So, so then once I got the system kind of primed up, and the pumps were running, the drills were running, then I was able to switch over to one coal plant. That coal plant, once it was running up and going, then I was able to turn off these bio burners. These bio burners are left in place in the event that I ever need to kind of fire the system back up, because if I overload it somehow or something goes wrong, I could just simply turn them back on. And you can see that, they're just currently in the off position. So then from there, all of these yellow coal plants, they power all of the pumps and all of the drills used for generating power. They're 2 separate networks. So as long as I don't peg out the one that runs the pumps and stuff, then I should not. Then things shouldn't shut down. It shouldn't just reach a sudden point where we're not getting enough coal, we're not getting enough water. Like for example, over here, if we're just not getting enough coal, we're not getting enough water. Yeah, sure, these coal plants will shut down. They'll just come to a grinding halt. But the ones that are running the actual pumps and drills, they won't stop. So the coal will stop coming down, but it won't be like we have this giant belt that's completely empty. However, there is a disadvantage that if I do mess things up enough or in the right way, if I put too many new pumps on and I don't expand the capacity, then yeah, it would obviously kind of break things. But yeah, you can see I only have 3 of them turned on. They're all connected, ready to go. So as soon as I start connecting more pumps and stuff, I just simply turn one more of those on. And the 3 is currently supporting the rest of the infrastructure. It's a very effective strategy. It works really, really well, to be honest with you. I've done this in several of my factories, and I have been very happy with it. So as soon as we get up to the top here, I will show you what this looks like. And it looks really gorgeous, honestly. I really like how it kind of came together. Yes, feeding the water up like that, there was a little bit of worry that I would need to use some extra pumps to kind of feed it up. Even though it's technically a little bit out of range, it works. I don't know exactly why, but it does in fact work. I thought that there was going to be an issue with the pumps because they only go up to, I think it's like 10 meters, and then the actual pumps go like 40 meters, or I don't remember the exact values, but I figured I would actually have to put regular pumps on there, but for whatever reason, it does in fact work. The fluid does come up a tiny bit slow, so it has that initial, like it bubbles up a little bit, and then it finally kicks in. So there's that to be kind of aware of. If it does present a problem later on, I'll just throw some pumps on there. It's all good. But anyway, so yeah, so that's up and going now. I was able to finally deprecate all the bio burners, which I ran for a much longer time than I really should have. My original plan was that I was going to build the coal plants live during the stream, but after doing some thinking about it, I realized that, yeah, I mean, I could put it together. I wanted to describe the process of how I use the primers and how I use the separate coal plants to kind of run the pumps and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I could just put together a simple little diagram and it explains all that. And I'm going to be doing that at some point. I have some other projects I can't really deal with right now. So, now, coming back over to the main base, you will definitely see there has been a lot of work done compared to the old version. You notice I have a tractor set up. That tractor is kind of going back and forth, just bringing coal in. Yeah, I could have just ran a belt. It was really, it would have been easy. It would not have taken as long to run a belt. But I just, I don't really use the tractors that much, to be honest with you. And I figured, yeah, give it a shot, play around with it a little bit, why not? You'll notice that in the distance over there, we're not going to go all the way over there because there's no real point, but I have two awesome sinks over there, and they're just taking straight resources. One of them is taking the lime, turning it into concrete, dumping it directly into the awesome sink, just trying to get some quick tickets. Over here, you see our two miners, and I also have a battery back there. I just put the battery back there because it just seems like a cool little utility area to put it, and I put these nice little glass ceiling up here just to provide a little bit of natural light. I'm trying not to go overboard with the glass ceiling because it does cause a little bit of performance issue, especially on multiplayer. And Brittany does not have the best video card, so I didn't want to tax her system too much. So yeah, I'm going a little bit less with the glass on this one, but it also, like, if you go too much with the glass, it makes it a little bit less interesting. Yeah, the walls right now are a little bit less interesting because they're just solid plate. But as soon as I unlock the windows, we're going to start adding some decoration. And that's kind of a lot. Yeah, I mean, you can see these kind of weird, like, mergers and splitters. That was just because I was having issues with getting enough material, and I didn't have enough slugs, so I was like, alright, this one I'm not using as much, whatever. So, taking a little stroll down here, you can see that I have one of my first alternate recipes, which was a really good one. It takes iron ingots and just converts them directly into screws. Saves a stop of the rods. It produces far more amounts of them, and it was definitely worth it. This one right here, we have to increase its production a little bit. We're just not simply producing enough of those, so I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and fix that. Oh wait, we gotta get more cables, so whatever. We'll come back to that. Yeah, so that awesome sink that was there last week is still there. Not much going on. It looks like I accidentally have that one turned off, and I don't remember. Oh, that's why. So I was in the process of like connecting this one into to that system there, but it appears that I'm actually kind of good with that for right now. I am, however, going to just have that thing just kind of like chew up whatever crap is in there and just send it directly into the, oh wait, we need cables. Just send it directly into the awesome sink, for right now. Basically, it's just a way to get some cheap, easy points. The points are not really worth that much. Eventually, it just won't really be worth it, but whatever. Alright, actually, I think I can now do, I did find a purple slug when I was out and about. I think I could do the research for the purple slug here, so let's go take a look. Okay, well, we need something different for purple slug research, but that's okay. We'll get back to that a little later. I did do a lot of research, though, and I will show you around a little bit of that in just a second. I just wanted to kind of drop that off. Alright, so, I did get one of the alternate recipes. I got two alternate recipes. Another one of them was the reinforced iron plates. I haven't started using that one just yet, but we will start using that a little bit later on today, hopefully. If not, that'll be used some point soon. I unlocked a lot of this tree. Got the first, got an additional hand slot, which was really nice. Got the, a little bit of extra inventory space. And we did unlock one of the mechanical or medical inhalers. Well, there's different types of inhalers, but medical medicinal inhalers. Yeah. There's a couple of different recipes for them, but I did unlock one of them, so at least I have some of them on me. Didn't get very far in this research. Haven't found very much of that cadarium. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Whatever. Unlocked all the color guns, obviously, since you saw me using the color gun. Mycelia, we unlocked all of those. I did create a couple of parachutes, and the reason I created some of the parachutes, I will show you a little bit later on. So yes, it's kind of a teaser. You're going to have to stick around the stream, and you will find out later on why I created the parachutes. I'm going to show everybody kind of a fun little trick, and I've been thinking a little bit about putting together kind of a newbie video to kind of teach people about like early game and kind of some fun tricks that you could do with the game. So I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but if I do end up creating that, I will, obviously it'll be on this channel, but some of that video that we'll be using today will actually be in it because one of the tricks I'm going to show will be that. Power slugs unlocked a little bit. Quartz, you can see that we did unlock some things. I'm not going to unlock the crystal oscillator just yet. Actually, I guess we kind of could unlock that because it will get us a little bit closer to the map, which is really, really nice. I really do like the map, but yeah, we got a ways to go for the map. I think we got to unlock these, and then there's like, yeah, I think the map node is like either here or here. It's in a really stupid spot, or maybe it's here, I don't remember, but we got a little ways to go on that. It's no big deal. Yeah, so sulfur. I do know where there's a sulfur mine. I just haven't set it up yet, but we will get the black powder and all that stuff kind of going up and going at one point because we do want that gun. So we'll start working on that soon. And let's see here. So our mall is still pretty messy. We're going to work on cleaning that up. The hub will move to the top floor, and our mall will eventually start moving to that top floor as well. That will be something that will be happening off stream, but it will be happening over the next, in between now and the next episode. So you can see I have a little bit of automation kind of going on here. We got a couple of different floors of things. Got some reinforced iron plates, producing some rotors, and you can see right there, right where my target is, you see a little bit of smart plating kind of coming down that conveyor belt there. And as we head over there, we'll kind of see where our status is of that smart plating. Not producing the smart plating very fast right now, but it looks like it's actually done with the smart plating, so that's great. So we can switch out the recipe. So we'll go do that in just a few moments. Looks like we're going to need a bunch of things in order to get these next steps of things. But before we head there, I mean, honestly, these smart plating, I think they're used for one more of the tiers. If not, we'll just kind of keep those off to the side. It's no big deal if we create a little bit that we won't use, because we'll just turn them into points later on. So, coming along here, you can see I created this cool little bridge, just because I wanted to. That's really it. It's not a practical bridge. It's just a bridge because, it's practical in the sense that it works. Did I need it? Did I need to put all the railings and all the, walls on it? Absolutely not. But I wanted to. And that's what it comes down to. It's, it's not always just about optimization. Sometimes you got to do things just because they look cool and because you want to. For example, what I'm going to do right now is putting some street lights down here because why not? Simple as that. We're going to put them a little, every other kind of tile here. And the great thing is that these, to my knowledge, it looks like we didn't grab any cable. So go grab some cable. Kind of forgot to grab that when we're over at our mall. But, yeah, there's still that issue with the darkness. I was kind of hoping that they would have it fixed, but the dev said that they're working on it. No ETA or anything. There was a couple of people talking about some different workarounds, but the workarounds have also been a little bit problematic. It was with the adaptation quality, but I didn't personally mess around with it yet because apparently there's some other things you gotta do with it, and I just didn't have the time to mess with it. So I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'll deal with that later if they don't have it fixed in the next day or two. Because honestly, it gets really damn dark in here, and the lights do not really help that much. You know, um, the lighting is really nice. I'm glad that they added lighting, but unfortunately, because of the how messed up the contrast is in this game right now, and I want to give a quick disclaimer: I'm not trashing the game. The developers are doing an amazing job. Um, there's just a bug that is just really annoying currently. That's it. Alright, so now the cool thing about these street lights is that they do carry power as well. So once we have all these hooked up, even though we're going to use a bunch of them just to kind of make it look cool, we can get rid of those other poles, and we're going to do that in just a second. Well, we have to get rid of this one anyway. There we go, got rid of that one. And I guess since we're here, wait, nope, that's all good. Yep, we'll just go ahead and continue to run these down. Just run all these first, and then we'll, oops, I'm creating these a little bit too short. Oopsies. Yeah, I didn't create these in the right spot. I meant to create them on there. So let's try that again. For those who don't know, if you want to do the mass disassembly, you just, while you have the, after you hit F, so you hit F, and then you just hit Control to tap several different items, and then just left click, and it will destroy all those items. Be very careful about what you're clicking on. Brittany did find that one out accidentally. She ended up destroying half of her factory. Just kidding. She destroyed a couple things, and you know, it's just one of those lessons where you'd rather not find out the hard way because you could end up losing a lot of things. Unfortunately, this doesn't go all the way down like I wanted it to. It's not exactly even, but so it's going to be off a little bit. That's okay. And then, yeah, since nighttime is coming in, you will definitely get a chance to see how these lights work. So it's kind of coming through, connecting them all. There are some switch boxes that we can get eventually that we can control a whole bunch of lights at the same time. As of right now, all these have to be controlled manually, which is, to be honest with you, pretty annoying. There's a night light mode, which I'm not quite sure how exactly that works. I assume it works by turning off during the day, but I guess we'll find out. But that does mean that during the day we'll have some issues with the lighting. Or, you know, we'll have different, like, off and on peaks. So you can see I'm just kind of messing with the intensity just a little tiny bit. And I'm going to make it purple because I can. Wait, what did I set that to? I set it to 34. Yeah, we'll set it to 40. Good, there we go. The reason I'm setting the intensity down a little bit is because you'll kind of see what happens when we as soon as the night really kicks in. It's really bad when you're like underneath things, but when you're on top, it's not as bad. But it's wait, can we enter this by this? We can. Good, that'll save us a bunch of time. No, not 3,401%. That would be quite a bit of intensity. I think that might blind us a lot. Now, of course, we're going to change our factory main color, and I'm going to show everybody how to do that in a few moments. It's one of those things that a lot of people don't actually know. It's, you know, and then when they see it for the first time, I love messing with new players with that. Like, I'll be playing with a bunch of people who've never played before, and then suddenly I'll just change the color of the factory. And it's weird that, like, if you suddenly change the color of the whole factory, it's strange how long it takes for people to notice it. So if you're playing with a group of, like, new people, I would definitely recommend messing with them with this because it's so much fun. And I'm going to show you that trick in just a few moments. And we're going to leave this one as 50%, just so you can get a little bit of an idea of what this will look like once it gets a little bit darker. But yeah, you can see that, you know, the difference between those two is pretty significant. And I'm kind of curious about how it's going to look from a distance. But I mean, for our bridge, it looks pretty cool. I mean, it definitely adds some, a layer of, a little bit of flair to it. Looks like the moon is starting to rise, and yeah. Actually, I think that's probably about as dark as it's going to get outside. It's inside that it becomes the real pain in the ass, but I don't know. Whatever. It looks kind of cool. I like the lights. I'm glad they finally added them. I can't wait till they fix some of the contrast issues. Or it might be once the moon sets, that's when it becomes a little bit too dark to see. All right, so, but you can see like inside. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Indoors, it is just, oh my god, you cannot see anything. It becomes really damn difficult. But if you're having trouble seeing inside while you're kind of wandering around, just hit the B key. That will give you the flashlight. Unfortunately, it does reflect really poorly against things. So any surface that is metallic, if you're looking at it head on, it will create kind of a blinding light. But if you look at it from the side, it isn't as bad. So it works. It's better than nothing, but you can see without it, it's just really hard to kind of find anything in this game. They did come out with some lights that go on, like some ceiling lights. They're okay. Um, I, uh, I, I think they'll be a lot better once they fix some of the issue with lighting the way that it is right now. Let's go ahead and connect some of these up, and you'll kind of get an idea what I'm saying. So it does light up the areas, but it just becomes more blinding light that it's really kind of difficult to see. It really doesn't actually help anything. It does make it look cooler, but it doesn't really help because it's not really illuminating. It just becomes it's so harsh. And if you've ever done any 3D rendering, like Blender or anything like that, if you have like a light that has a really harsh spotlight, it becomes really difficult to kind of like, make your render look nice. It's okay. I'm sure they'll fix it. They'll probably have fixed it another week or two. But anyway. Unfortunately, it's so dark out here that there's really no point in trying to do anything downstairs, so we'll try to go upstairs, but let's see. It's still saying no power. I thought I connected power to it. How did I mess that up? Oh wait, I didn't connect power because I ran out of cables. That's what it was. Duh. Okay, so that'll go and print us out some awesome tickets. I did unlock a bunch of things in the shop. Print out a couple of these tickets we have on us now. And by next episode, I'll also have our quartz production up and going. Well, I mean, I should. I'm not 100% sure, but I should. And for those wondering, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet for the stream this week, but I think that Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, not specific time, but Pacific time. Is that joke ever going to get old? Nope. But yeah, 7 p.m. Pacific time, I will be streaming this again, and then we'll see how things go for that Saturday. I probably will stream it again that Saturday, and then after that, I think this week we'll do one more, we'll do it again so it's, twice a week, and then from there we will drop down to once a week, and then it will be Dyson Sphere program and Satisfactory for a little while. Yeah, I know we're going to work on a mega base, but it's going to take a really long time to put all that together, and it's something I will continue to work on a little bit here and there. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it because, let's face it, Factorio takes a lot more time to get a mega base going. So I might just do a highlight show where I just kind of show my progress, or I'll just, build a lot and then just kind of show it, stream that every couple of weeks. I don't know yet. We'll see. We shall find out. So right now I'm heading to the top of my base. You can see I got a bunch of ladders here. We're not quite yet at the point where we have hypertubes. We can research them coming up pretty soon, and I'm hoping that that's something we can actually research tonight. But what I want to do is get these things switched over to a different recipe. We're going to switch it over to the versatile frameworks, because that'll be the next thing that we need to create. We need to create 500 of those, so it'll take a little while to produce all those. And we no longer need the rotors coming up. In fact, all of this entire like recipe right here, like, yeah, this is kind of a temporary system. Everything that's kind of coming up there will need to be torn down, but that is okay. I guess what I'll do is, well, we gotta tear down the, yeah, we gotta tear down this, because we're going to leave, this was kind of a temporary split I had here, but we're gonna go back to just normal rotor production, so we'll let that just go ahead and do its thing like normal. But it looks like I put this container in backwards. How the heck did I do that? I don't know. Whatever. It wasn't like that before, but I somehow, I don't know. Oh wait, no, it's not the container, it's backwards. It's my face that's backwards. My head's backwards. No, I just put the splitter in a weird way, because the splitter was kind of going out that way. Whatever, it's all good. Alright, so let's go ahead and clear out this other one. And then once, actually, you know, we could probably, you know, I don't want to take all of it down, because we want to reuse some of this framework that I had put in place. Like, we can, you know, kind of flush out these lines, so to speak, and then we can start setting up the versatile framework. Oh, you know, actually, I think it's down here. Yes, this is where that is. So one of the things I did notice with my performance, I was mentioning last week that that it looked like the CPU was being used a lot more. I was mistaken. It's not Satisfactory. It's actually OBS, or Streamlabs, I should say. I'm currently doing CPU encoding because I had some issues with GPU encoding. I will be building a dedicated streaming box soon. I'm just trying to get my hands on a 3090. As soon as I can get my hands on a 3090, I will be building a dedicated streaming box. But I need another video card. I don't want to buy, you know, something that's not current gen. It just seems like a giant waste, so it's going to take a little bit of time before I get there. I think in the meantime, I might actually need to turn down a little bit of settings as this base goes up a little tiny bit. Let's see, what do we want to turn down a little bit? You know, let's turn down the foliage quality just a little bit, because that's probably a CPU-based thing. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes from there. That, I don't know. We'll have to see. I have my little monitor here. I'll keep an eye on it. But plus, you know, keeping the foliage down, I mean, it does make the world look a little bit nicer, but it's not that big of a deal. All right, so let's connect, and I have it right over here. Yep, there we go. We got our steel beams going, which I've been using for our next tier of logistics. I kind of had to skip a couple of steps a little bit just to, I know that I really shouldn't have skipped it, but I did have to skip a couple of steps because the reality was I needed to get the next level of logistics so we can connect up the power plant without having a whole ton of problems. Yeah, I could have just went out, found some slugs and stuff, but hey, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta do things that's like, yeah, I know. But I did anyway. Alright, it's connecting these up. Wait, why am I having... Oh, that's a splitter. That's why. It has to be a merger. No wonder it's not working. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay, there's the merger. That's what I'm looking for. And if you're wondering, Brittany is not going to be joining us tonight. She's pretty tired because she's been up pretty crazy hours recently playing Satisfactory, and she was having a little bit of trouble sleeping last night. So she's been up all night, and she didn't want to sleep during the day to end up like really messing up her schedule. So she ended up staying up all day. So she'll be pretty tired later on tonight, but. Yeah, I feel bad. I hope she gets some sleep tonight. But yeah, she decided not to join in the stream tonight because she just really didn't have the energy. And that's okay. So you just have to deal with me tonight. Alright, so connecting this up so we can get that going for our versatile framework. And then, oh crap, I forgot what the other thing we needed was for that. But this is our one thing connected in there. And we can head up there and start flushing out. Oh, wait, can we flush it out yet? No, we can't. I forgot to get rid of some of this quartz. So for right now, I'm just going to create a personal storage container. Drop some of this quartz in there. Of course, I'm going to end up forgetting where the hell I put this quartz. And I'm going to complain about it later, because that's how I roll. And we'll get rid of this. Get rid of that. And actually, you know what? There's an easier way just to kind of flush this out, which is just to put a storage container here, temporarily. I'm going to put some of the Mark III belts in there. Let it just feed in. Get rid of these for right now, because we don't want to have it flush all, you know, we want to just flush everything out. We don't want it to repopulate that. Oh wait, actually this one should have been repopulated because we want to split that direction. Okay, that should start doing that now. Is it done already? Wow, that flushed fast. Okay. And there we go. The line is now flushed. Now we can start working on the other part of that material. And then once this is up and going, we'll go put together something small really quick for the automated wiring. So we don't have to do that same flush again. I don't know how much versatile, I mean, we need 500 versatile framework, so I don't know if we'll even have it completed by the end of this episode. Why is it not? Oh, did I connect something wrong here? Because it's steel beam. What the hell? Oh, there must be something like jammed in there. Let's do that. There it goes. Okay, I guess there was something still in there. So yeah, if you run into a situation where like that just happened, where you connect everything up and you're like, well, wait, why is this not processing items in? There's a very good chance that like way back in here you have an item that's kind of jammed in there from the previous, or like this one where it's just full. But the easiest thing to do is just to tear it down and create a new one. So now we need some modular frames. And we're going to need a lot of those. But in the meantime, we can put a couple in there to let it just produce some while we get the rest of it kind of set up. Oh wait, we don't have any crate on us right now. Never mind. But I will disconnect this one, and we're going to run through the other one. That thing sounded crazy when it flew overhead. That's interesting. So I wanted to connect this to the other line, because you can see at the end of that line we had some of that smart plating, which we will put into a box, kind of put it over to the side for right now. Let's get our modular frames up and going. So let's see, we have our reinforced iron plates. Nope, this is rotor production, sorry. So our reinforced iron plates are here. And we will just kind of expand this out this way here. And the way that I do that is I'll just kind of aim there, and then you'll see as soon as you hit the mouse button, it'll automatically jump to the next location. So what you do is you just kind of move the mouse button down a little bit, and it will just, oops. Of course, it's a lot more difficult when you're trying to describe what you're doing, but it will just kind of feed those items down. And sometimes it skips a few places, sometimes it's not perfect, but it does save you a lot of time by doing it that way. Okay, what else did we need? It was, I think it was, okay, so wait, I'll just drop an assembler right here, and then we'll figure out the other items that we need for this. Let's just drop this right here. The good thing is that we already have that thing right there, which will be our input heading all the way up to the top floor. And this is another reason I kind of did this way. Was that it allows me to, you know, yes, I'm producing each item one at a time. It would be faster to produce all three of them at the same time. But the reality is that once those 500 smart plating are done, I don't know if I need them for the next tiers. I can't remember, to be honest with you. And I don't know the unlocks for tier 8 yet. Yes, I can look them up. but I'm also showing you a little bit about like a new player who's not going to read the patch notes. They're not going to read all the further progression. They're just going to start the game and try to figure it out as they go along. Because that's how most people play, you know? I mean, I don't know. Most people, I don't know, strategy guides, that kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, is this a strategy guide? I guess. I don't know. Oh, but it does look like we need some of the steel beams. That's okay. We'll just bring some of those downstairs. Might need to add a little bit more production there for that, but that's okay. So let's see. Let's put a splitter here. We're going to have this splitter feed from the... I guess we'll feed... Yeah, we'll feed them both from the left. Because this one will just kind of come in this way. And the bottom will just go over to the left here, and then the top goes to the right. A few different ways that people do this. I think it just looks kind of cool putting it in the center like that. This way the items just kind of split like that. I do also a very similar thing when I'm building, a system that has 5. It's for the really high-end ones, but I do end up doing a similar thing for that. I don't know, it just looks kind of cool, I guess. So let's just drop, oh wait, this is going to be, sorry, no, this is wrong. I selected the wrong recipe. Oopsies. There we go. That's the right thing. So no, we don't need to bring steel down. We need to bring some iron rods. Itchy nose, itchy nose. So another cool thing I found, now I'll be honest with you, I haven't played for several months now, so it's very possible this particular thing was added a while ago. But you can attach it to the ceiling, which is awesome. I'm so glad they finally added that. I don't know when it was added. I don't know if it's with update 4 or not, but I don't care. I'm so happy about it. I wish you could actually like kind of poke it through the bottom, but I'm just happy that you can attach crap to the ceiling now. That was a really long-standing pain in the ass thing. I started doing it my old school way. I mean, you might have seen me doing it. And then I realized, oh wait, you can attach to the ceiling. I figured it out kind of accidentally. And I was super excited about it. But no, you can't put the double that way. It doesn't work that way. Alright. So, let's put another merger here. Let's see where that is. Okay, we'll have it merged to the right. The output of that come into here, and then that output will kind of come down this way. Does this have to be perfect? No. I just want it to look nice. Sometimes it's kind of a pain to get these aligned properly. There we go. Now we just need to bring a bunch of rods over here, and we'll create a couple more of these. I think I have rod production. Oh yeah, here's my rod production here. I guess I should have actually put that going the other direction, so let's go ahead and fix that. Since I have rod production right here, I'm going to turn this around this way. And because I have that feeding to other things that I don't want to actually break it, and this is kind of a temporary thing anyway, I'll just kind of do this the messy way. I didn't want to try to sneak that around the other way because it just, let's see. Can we do it? Maybe we can. I think it'll be a little bit more crafty to do that because I don't want to just like plop it in place and make it look really ugly like that. Actually, I guess I could. It doesn't really matter that much. Whatever. It's fine. This is kind of a temporary thing anyway because as soon as those versatile frameworks are completed being created, we're going to set up modular frames in a different area anyway. So this is kind of a temporary setup anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll knock out a couple more of these. We'll probably bang out like, I don't know, maybe 4 more of these. I think 4 should, let's see, so that'll give us, these are 2 per minute, so that'll give us 8. We're going to need more than this. So Let's go ahead and create a couple more. There we go. Yeah, actually this bottom one's kind of an issue because I was originally planning on going the opposite direction with it. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this out. Get this one taken care of, taken out. Same with this. Oops, didn't want to take that out, but let's go ahead and move this around this way. There we go. And this I want to be our Mark III because we're going to have a lot more of those kind of coming through now. Yeah, I ended up switching those. It doesn't really matter. But because of the fact that I switched them, I will try to keep them consistent if I can. This is only a temporary setup, so I'm not too worried about it. But okay, so we're going to kind of come through here, get all these lined up. I thought they had fixed the bug that, yeah, I thought they had fixed that. This bug has reappeared, so basically when you drop a splitter, and then you go to put the next splitter up top, you notice that it flips it around the other direction, so you have to like rotate it around. I thought they'd fixed that, but I guess they didn't. I don't know. Whatever. Regressions happen. It's a fact of software development. Trust me, I've dealt with enough regression bugs in my time. Every software developer has. If you haven't, you just haven't worked as a software developer long enough. Simple as that. So yeah, these will get a little bit weird split because of the way that we're doing this, but I don't really care that much. It's totally fine. Oh, did I build this the wrong way? I did. Hey Brittany, is there any chance you could do me a huge favor? Could you make me some coffee, please? It is, but I'm, my meds are kind of kicking my butt right now. But make it weak. Not extra strong, extra weak, please. Extra weak. Plus, I have to do some coding after I'm done with this, so I have to do some work. Working on my friend's side projects. I'm a little bit behind. Thank you, Satisfactory. But yeah, so I got to work on that tonight. I have to. Yeah, so I'll be up kind of late working on that tonight, and I know it's kind of late to have coffee right now, but. She restarted her game. She was going pretty for quite a while on her initial game, but she hit a point where she rebuilt her factory several times. Um, she's not playing on the stream. But by the way, if you did want to actually play on the stream, you could. You could just kind of go off and do your own thing, like we kind of talked about. Go build a factory for like building screws or something. But anyway, but yeah, so she, and I recommended it a few times. I'm like, just create a new factory, like, But she was really resistant to it at first, which I understand that. You got a bunch of unlocks, you don't want to redo all the science, but don't be afraid to recreate your factory. I think that by tearing it all down, starting off from scratch, I think you can learn a lot from these kind of games. That first time around, you're going to build things in a weird way, and then you're going to be like, oh my god, there's so many better ways that I could have done this. And you know what, honestly, the fun in these games is building the factories. It's not okay, I guess, there are some people that they go after unlocking the science, which I'm not going to lie, I've definitely had that fun in the games, because, like, once you get to the high end, it's like, okay, well, what do you continue to do? Do you continue to just build a really big factory? Or what is your actual goal? And, why is that one not powered? That should be powered. That's kind of weird. Oh, I see what I did. Yeah, it's a little bit of an issue with these wall mounts. Or these ceiling mounts. It's very easy to accidentally put it in the wrong place. But anyway, but yeah, no, I've definitely done that with some of these games. You know, you live for the unlock. You know, because it's kind of the fun part of it. You know, I mean, it's just something that people do. Why is this one not connecting? What did I connected too many things here. How did I do that? Oops. It's kind of a weird, because that one doesn't have power somehow, and this doesn't. How does that not have power? What did I do? That's so weird. I'm assuming everybody can see. Oh, there we go. Okay, I just didn't have the. Yeah, there we go. This one wasn't connected. It's not that both of them weren't connected. Just that one wasn't connected. All right, cool. So those are producing. Add some more additional merges. Now that we have a lot more of this kind of going through, we can add a lot more mergers to it. And I'm sure you might have noticed that the going up is in a different spot than as far out as these go, so I'll definitely have to make a couple of adjustments on this. So I'll actually have to have the merge kind of coming in a different way for here. We'll see what we'll actually do. Let's get rid of this right now. Can't wait till they get rid of that blinding white that they have in that center there. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, let's see, this one this splitter, or yeah, merger I'm gonna have kind of going that way. This one I'm gonna have going to the left. So they all kind of meet in the center. I don't have enough for the Mark III belts, not that big of a deal. Mark IIs are fine for this. And then you can see they kind of meet in the middle. And then this will take them upstairs. So, I mean, that's going to take a little while for all these to produce. I mean, we got to create 500 of them. I think we've maybe created, what, 5 at this point? But let's go ahead and take a look upstairs and see how many have actually been created. Probably not many. And we can create 5 per minute, so that it is possible that we might need to. Yeah, I think we'll need to create another one of these because we do have sufficient supply for these. These do produce a lot faster than that smart plating, that's for sure. But let's move this personal storage over here. Okay, I was worried that it was going to. I was worried it was going to drop into a crate. Yeah. Kind of playing dice in Sphere program, you lose the items if they drop on the floor, so I had a split moment of like, wait, do they crate or do they just poof out of existence? And I didn't want them to poof out of existence. So I spent a lot of time walking all the way to get there. Or walking all the way to get there. Get those, those, I don't know, words. It looks like there's a little bug there with the graphics. No, that's normal. But it was showing up a little bit weird. It's because kind of a CPU spike. But yeah, I mean, that's 90% CPU usage. But I definitely can say that my next, my streaming box, I will be building as a box that can be used for streaming. It'll also be used for rendering. I am learning myself Blender. And, will be able to be used for as a gaming box. So I'm going AMD this time. My last system was, I mean, I have the 10900K, but I'm going to get a Threadripper. They are hella expensive, not gonna lie. But to be honest with you, like I'm saving money away right now for it because I know the CPU alone is like $1,000, but it's like a 24 core or something like that. And but it's gonna take some time to get a 3090 anyway. So like I have the money for the 3090. I'm just waiting for the to actually get them. So meanwhile, you know, I have like one of those auto save plans, and it puts money aside for me. And once I have the money, then I'll buy it. You know, unless I decide to do something else. I mean, I do wish there was a capture card that had that took care of the rendering for itself. But I guess, it doesn't really make sense for the manufacturers to do that because a lot of people using GPU rendering. It's just I have the graphics up really high. I mean, yeah, I'm only using a 2080 Ti, uh, which is not bad. I mean, I know there's some people that knock it compared to like it'll still outperform a 3070. Will it outperform a 3080? No. But like a 3080 is like maybe like 3% faster or something like that. It's not a lot. Like the 3090 ends up being like 17% faster. But what I would do is I'd take the 3090 out of, or 2088 Ti out of this one, put it in the streaming box, and then the 3090 becomes, my main gaming box. Why are these coming out so slow? Oh, it's the modular frames are coming out. Maybe I did expand this a little bit too much. Yeah, it looks like they are kind of coming out slow. Yeah, that's okay. It'll take a little while for these to kind of go through. Oh, I should probably. Oh wait, no, not that. Why did I select that? I do have to select these though. Yeah, it's gonna take a little while for those to go through. Why did that not auto feed in? That's weird. There must be some bug with that right now. Wait, that did have power though, didn't it? I swear it had power. Say no power, but those are all powered. Huh. Some weird bugs going on in this version right now. Like, alright, this one's saying no power, but I'm pretty sure I did connect power. Oh, I see what I did. I mean, it was connected to electrical lines, but the electrical lines it was connected to just didn't have power. Oopsies. Yeah, everybody does it. It happens. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. Except for me. I mean, wait, what? Yeah, you can see they're coming out at a good rate. I mean, they're like, few here and there. There's not a ton of them, but let's go take a look down here and see how many we actually have. Then we can kind of get a rough idea how long it's going to take. I'll be honest with you, like, we will not have, I don't think we'll be able to launch at the end of this episode, but we'll kind of see. I can only go till 8:30 tonight. Or sorry, I can only go till 9 tonight. I can't do a, we're at 58, yeah, it's going to take a little while for that, but we can go work on the automated wiring in the meantime. Well, actually, I think we should beef up the other things first, because the automated wiring's a pretty cheap one. But yeah, I do have to give myself hard cutoff tonight, at 9, but, I mean, there's a chance I might end a little bit early if I run into a situation where I just run out of things to do for the session. Let's take a look. So iron rods are definitely an issue right now. We have to really improve that production of them. But yeah, you can see they're kind of coming out, but they're coming out really slowly. Let's see what we could do to kind of speed these up a little bit. Got the ingots coming in, that's good. This has plenty of ingots, so I think if we just add another constructor here, that will definitely help boost up production. Actually, well, yeah, unfortunately I can't go out. Oh, I can. I thought that was going to be in the way. Oh, it is. Damn. Well, we can at least put one more right here. I was hoping we can put two more, but we can't. Just don't have the room, but at least having one more of those will definitely increase our production a little bit. I could, I guess, overclock, but nah. I don't like to overclock constructors. It feels like kind of a waste doing that, you know? Well, let's get these connected while we're here. We can move these over to being ceiling powered. You know, we're going to take out some of these and we're going to replace them with glass. There we go. Why? Because I can. Why do I do anything that I do? Because I can. That is all. Yeah, and it does get rid of a little bit of this mess. You can see, like, I cleaned it up over here, for example, but I didn't clean it up over here yet. I'm not sure I feel like dealing with that cleanup right now, so maybe I won't. Nah, I'm not going to deal with that cleanup right now. Just going to get this connected, let it start spitting out a little bit more. Did the autosave settings not take hold again? Where's the autosave? Damn, where is it? I swear, I could have sworn I just saw it. Gameplay? No, it is autosave at 20 minutes. Weird. Break notifications. You know, it's funny, I have not seen any break notifications show up, even though they're enabled. Oh well. Whatever. Oh wait, I think it does like the break notifications at like 4 hours or something like that, which they really should offer an option of a little bit less of kind of a, hey, you should get up and stretch around a little bit, you know? Actually, as soon as I'm done with my water, I will do the same thing. I gotta start listening to my Apple Watch more when it tells me, hey, you should get up and walk around a little bit, because that's something everybody should do. Alright, there we go. Producing a little bit more iron rods. Let's see if we can kind of come out here and maybe produce a little tiny bit more. This is part of my former screw factory here, so I guess we can get rid of these because we are producing screws, using a different recipe now. So I guess we can add a little bit more rod production here. Oops, I don't know what I accidentally selected there. There we go. And of course, that is going to be in the way, so let's go ahead and put some more sealing in place. So we have somewhere to connect those power lines to. Let's connect this one in. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's see. This one's going to have to go right about here. Oh, wait, where did I connect that one? Yeah, I connected it right about here. There we go. I just like to keep things as organized as I can. It's funny, look at my apartment, I'm not organized at all. Look at my factories, more or less organized. My life, no, not organized. You can ask Brittany, she'll even confirm that for you.
What organized?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know, right? Brittany says, speaking of being organized, I was supposed to make you coffee. Whatever happened to that? I'm like, I know, right? What did ever happen to that? Alright, so let's create one more of these, and then we'll put some mergers in there. Actually, can we get one more in there? No, we can't, but I think that'll be good. I don't want to stretch ourselves too thin on that. And that should help get a little bit more of our versatile framework going, and then we can go work a little bit on the automated wiring. Let's see here, we want this to kind of come in here. Actually, I should have grabbed some of that steel plate, but oh well. Oh yeah, I gotta connect these in. I was like, wait a minute, why are those halted? Oh wait, I didn't connect it. There we go. Crap, connected that wrong. Wait, did I? One of these is connected wrong. I have a feeling it's this one. Oh, yep, it's this one. Well, let's try that again. Yeah, with the current, it was a little bit easier at one point to figure out which way the arrows are facing, but based on that current, the way the colors are looking right now, it is very challenging. Oh wait, I should have actually put that one like that, yeah. It is definitely very challenging to figure out which way things are facing sometimes. Cannot wait till they fix that bug, 'cause I gotta say it is hella annoying. Alright, there we go. Now we can connect this in there, and that should start delivering a bunch of rods upstairs. Well, it's got to deliver a bunch of rods in general, and delivering them upstairs is definitely an important thing. So you can see they're kind of coming along here, and some of them are going downstairs, but we're not currently using the ones that are going downstairs. I mean, they're just going into a storage bin. These are coming out, heading upstairs, and that going upstairs looks like it's a little bit slow right now. And let's see what those are, Mark III belts, so that's good. So it looks like that production is actually in good shape now. But we are producing a little bit more of the oh, it's the rods going into these. These are the ones that I needed anyway. Because we need a lot more of that reinforced or modular frames. Yeah, modular frames are just so ungodly slow. That's why we got to get an alternate recipe for those, because they are just, oh my god, painful. But yeah, I can see some of these are just kind of held up on the rods right now. They're just kind of taking forever. But yeah, this is the disadvantage to running it the way that I ran it. Because let's face it, that first split is 50-50, so that first machine gets a much higher priority for doing that split. And then it goes down a little bit further, and then it's a 33% chance that that this one will get it, and then it drops in half again and again. And needless to say, that it gets harder and harder for the remote machines to get it. It would have been better if I'd done a split like right about here, and split both directions, but we're not even producing enough of these to get up the belt fast enough anyway. So it's not, oh wait, these are not turned on, why not? Well, part of the reason is I didn't select the recipe. That could definitely have something to do with it. And these have no power, so that also could have something to do with it. They are words. They are definitely words. All the words. Some of the words. Sometimes they're even in the right order. Brittany is actually trying to understand when I talk nonsense.
Oh, no, I was actually...
You just have to realize, you just have to remember that, you can't understand the Jolene. You just have to realize the truth. You can't understand the Jolene. Hold on one second, let me check my headphones here. Unfortunately, my cat ears do put a little bit of pressure on my head here, so I need to rubberize, so I had to move them out a little bit further, but I definitely need to put some extra cushion on there because they are hurting just a tiny little bit. But here, hopefully that's a little bit better. There we go. Okay, see this one's a little bit slow. We definitely need to get some Mark III belts to kind of speed that up a little bit. But in order to upgrade to the Mark III belts, we need to go grab a bunch of our steel, which is up top. Steel beams, I think they're called. We're not producing a whole ton of those right now. I think we need to increase this production as well. We're here, so we might as well. There we go. And it looks like it's going to be pretty close to being capped out at this point. Alright, wait, did I upgrade this? Oh no, there's actually still plenty of capacity. We don't have enough room to add a third though, but what I could do is turn one of these off from creating the round beams and turn these just dedicated to creating the steel beams. So I think we'll do that next. Let's put this merger here, kind of find the best spot for it. There we go. I should have actually, I think I'm going to disconnect that for right now because I want it just to produce a bunch so I can just kind of upgrade these at the same time. Ah, crap, that one's full, really? How's it full? Yeah, it'd be nice when I upgrade to the next level of power lines because these are definitely a little too slow. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch these over to, you can see we're creating the steel pipes. We're going to have that switched over to creating steel beams. Eventually we'll have to create a factory just for producing these, and we're going to need a lot of them over time, so we'll just create a dedicated factory for those eventually. Just not quite yet. And I guess since we are really kind of hardcore working on that other thing right now, oh crap, I'm kind of full at the moment. You know, let's head downstairs. Let's put that quartz away before I lose it. I don't know why I took out the chainsaw, but it happened. Lights look really cool. Can't wait to really use them a little bit better. Oh, thank you so much. The amazing Brittany, everyone. She's got me coffee. I asked for her to make it weak, though, because, yeah, it is late. Why am I drinking coffee at 7 o'clock at night? Well, meds are kind of kicking my butt right now. That is the unfortunate thing about medication, is that the medication I'm on makes me really sleepy a lot of the times. And that's why it's sometimes kind of challenging to do the stream for the full time that I want. Alright, let's go ahead and drop, looks like we're kind of full on that one, so let's just create another one of these storage bins. And we'll just kind of put another personal storage. I guess we'll just kind of drop it over here for right now. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. There's something cool I want to show everybody how to create. So this is a fun little trick I learned a while back. I found it somewhere on Reddit. I mean, this is going back for when I first started learning the game, so I'll be honest, I don't remember where I found it, but... Alright, so we're going to put that there. I'm going to grab, we're going to use this. And then now we need some foundation. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop... I always forget the order on this, so just bear with me a second. I might have to, yes, I have to deconstruct these. Oh wait, no, it's... No, I remember how to do this. Okay. So we're going to put this here like this. First I gotta get the sizing and make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Okay. So we're gonna do... Wait, so this is gonna be here like this is gonna be here like that. Good. Means that this has to actually go right about here. No, sorry. I should have actually practiced this beforehand because I kind of forgot how to do it now. It's been too long. Let's try this. Alright, so we're gonna do, oh wait, that's how we do. Okay, so we're first gonna put foundations down. We're gonna drop this right here, and this one is only being used for alignment purposes, just to make sure that we understand where we're putting the things that we're putting next. Actually, let's put this one a little bit closer. Put this one right about here. We're gonna clone this, put another one right here. And we'll put one more of these right here. Perfect. Now that we have the alignments on... Oh wait, actually we gotta go around the other side. We gotta put a few more of these here. We also want to make sure that they're facing out the right direction. Wait, is there a right one direction or both directions on these? I forget. Oh, so there's a red out and then there's a gray. So let's do the red out. So let's go ahead and take that one down. Put this here for... Perfect, that's our red. Get rid of this one. Put another one of these here, and I think this should be right. Is that right? That's right, good. Another one here. Perfect. Now, we're going to get rid of this, and this. We're going to come down here, we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to clone these again. And we're just going to make sure that's the red facing out. Cool. Cool. Come around this side, same deal. Oops, that's backwards. Okay, perfect. The thing that sucks about this is that if you get these alignments wrong, you gotta tear the whole thing down and do it all over again. So you definitely want to make sure that you get it right. Unless you just want to practice a lot doing it. But by using this trick, this same trick can be applied to all sorts of things in this game. All sorts of cool creations and cool ways that you can put things together by using this exact same concept. And now that that's there, we'll put the original thing that we had in place. And it looks as if those are being supported by that thing, and it's just a rack. Now, of course, you could also, I didn't really think of it till now, but you can also, I think, put them, you could have put them right here as well and put another stack kind of going up. You can also rotate these stackers the other direction, so it's going on the opposite, or, you know, so these are a little bit closer together. There's quite a few different ways you could do this. And actually I realized that is the way that I used to do it, which was I would have this here like this, and then I would have this like this, and then they would stack up. So it'd be one right here, and one right here, and then there'd be these two things close to each other. It doesn't matter, you could do it either way. Maybe I'll rebuild this later, who cares. But yeah, cool little trick that I wanted to show everybody, but this same thing can be used for all sorts of things. If you're having trouble getting something to align that's really high up, and you need to, you know, find a way to kind of build something up, well, you know, you can use all sorts of things as a base just to get the thing that you want in the place that you want, and then when it's done, you just tear those things out. They're just temporary scaffolding. And physics don't really matter in this game. You can build floors that don't make any sense. I try to make things look a little bit realistic. I mean, right now, yeah, these are all floating platforms. But it's only because we're early game right now. And I haven't unlocked the windows just yet. I will be soon. Oh, I think I went one floor up. Oh no, this is right. So let's grab some of the steel out of here. We're going to use that for our steel beams. And that little chest thing that I just created was actually going to be one of the things I was going to include on my stream, but because I didn't build it the way that I wanted to, I'll have to re-record that anyway. So yeah, we just don't have enough of this coming out to support all of those, so I'm not going to bother hooking up that last one. Really no point in that. And it's so damn hard to actually see anything. I swear they're going to make me go blind trying to figure out what the heck is what. Let's see how these are doing. It looks like they're still kind of short on supplies. I thought the iron rods would be a little bit better now. Oh, sorry, it's waiting. Well, the modular frames are a lot better now, but now it's waiting on the steel beams. So, yeah, that's unfortunately a little bit of an issue. Wow, I'm getting really tired here. Oh my god. Yeah, steel beams are still kind of an issue. Yeah, modular frames are behind on that one, but who cares? I mean, I guess I could take some of these steel beams out and put it into one of the others. The sound is choppy? I'm not sure, PJ. Let me take a quick look. Thank you for pointing that out. I had no idea that the sound was choppy. Give me 1 second, I'll take a look. What I'm going to try to do is lower some of the... Yeah. Lower some of the game settings. I don't know which ones are going to have direct effect on CPU. Actually, wait, let me see if I can go into Streamlabs and just tell it to turn down some of the... It's weird because I'm not getting any dropped frames. Damn, I can't change some of these on the fly. Damn. Crap, I don't know what I can do here because it's kind of currently running. Let's try this. I'm gonna give it, oh wait. Device. Bear with me a second, I'm taking a look at my audio to see what I can do. I'm gonna try an experiment. I'm gonna set the process priority to a little bit higher for Streamlabs, and let's see if that, that improves it. So I'm just gonna set it to high, and we'll kind of see what happens. Test 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. PJ, how does it sound now? Has it improved any? Has the same thing? What's up with it? Let me know if it's improved or changed. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take a look to see what other changes I can put in place, because unfortunately it's live, so there's not a whole hell of a lot I can do with it, but I can come into... This is why I really need to build a dedicated, gaming or streaming rig. Anti-aliasing is really going to be on that, so I don't think that's really going to have a big difference on it. This might. I don't know if it does or not, but we'll try that. Trying to see if it drops the CPU or not. I think also part of the problem is that my factory has reached a certain size that it's starting to become difficult for it to kind of go through. Brittany, could you do me a big favor, because PJ's not super responsive right now?
Yeah.
Could you just check the audio quality coming out of the stream in the other room? Yeah, just really quickly. Yeah, also part of the problem I know. Well, I think this is really a CPU issue. I don't think this is a bandwidth issue. I'm fairly sure this is a CPU. Try to lower the light quality a little bit.
Yeah,
See.
it's choppy.
It is? How bad?
It's pretty noticeable.
Okay, sorry about that. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. It's really hard to test this because there's delay going on in the other room. Yeah, it's really crappy. Okay, let's see what else I can do. I'm gonna try setting the game to, or set Streamlabs to an even higher priority, see if that helps fix it.
I'm not even like.
Oh, high is the highest I can set it to. Crap.
I wasn't even streaming you.
I can't, well, crap. I don't know what else I can do. What else do I have running on here? Do I have anything else running I can just, like, kind of close out? And try to close Chrome, see if that was, using a CPU. Bear with me a moment. Yeah, CPU-wise, it doesn't look like Streamlabs is using a lot right now. So it's kind of weird. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, it's only showing that it's using like 1% CPU, but across the board, all of my damn. Yeah, I think that's a little bit misleading. I don't think that's showing the right information. Has it changed at all since I made a couple of these changes? Please let me know, Brittany. Be super helpful. I'm going to try to go down a couple more of these settings. Like, I think some of this is kind of really, I think a lot of this is going to be GPU bound, so I'm not sure there's, let's try this. Let's try setting my max FPS to 60. I don't think that's really going to affect anything besides GPU, but maybe that'll help have just a tiny bit of effect on the overall. Maybe make it a little tiny bit smoother. I don't know. Maybe it won't drop as many frames. It's kind of hard to say. If that also doesn't work, just for this session until I... What's that?
It's not helping at all.
Not helping at all?
It's clipping.
Hmm.
It's almost like every other second. It's almost
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep messing with this a little bit. I apologize for that. This is not the first time I've had this problem. It's... crap. I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to actually just set up this stuff to just stream to a separate computer for now. Till I can build a dedicated gaming box for it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll have to... I gotta figure something out, because if I want to continue to stream Satisfactory, which I'm having a lot of fun with, Satisfactory has been a bit of a problem. I've also had this problem with, let's try this. We'll try one more. I don't think that is really going to help at all, but we'll try it. I'm gonna cap my frames per second at 30. It makes the game look really crappy, but no, I can't do that. There's no way.
troubleshooting. Just leave it on for a second. So let me see.
Yeah, okay, well, I left it on for a second just like that. Just curious. I don't think capping the frames per second is really going to drop it at all. I mean, I can see across the board, like, CPU's still at, like, 50-something percent. No?
Still the same. I think, I'm guessing, maybe it's a mic issue or something.
No, it's not a bandwidth issue.
It's something.
Well, of course it's something.
It's a thing.
I just don't know if it's a thing that I can fix right now during the game. Like, I might have actually had to, like, reboot or restart the game. Oh, you know what? Let's try something. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to exit out of the game, because it's, like, the last thing I could think of. And we'll exit out to desktop. We'll try to do a restart. But while I restart to my desktop, which I don't know if you're going to see my desktop or not, you're going to see some Hello Kitty stuff. But, yeah, so I'm now exited out Brittany. So if you could take a look again and let me know if things have changed or improved at all. I suspect they probably have. And then, depending on that, we will kind of go from there and maybe start the game back up again and kind of see where it goes, see if it actually helps or works. Or it's still doing it.
Yep.
Okay.
I told you it's too rhythmic. It doesn't sound like it's a.
All right. So based on that, I think we might have to end the stream early tonight. I hate to say it. Okay. I don't know about your Xbox right now, PJ. I'm trying to deal with this audio issue. But thank you for letting me know that still is an issue. I would like to get that kind of worked out. I'm curious if this is just an Xbox One issue or I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to end the stream early tonight because this is kind of a big problem. I am going to have to change the way that I do my stream. I'm going to have to see if I can connect to my M1 and see if that helps at all or makes it a little bit better. It's actually going to make things probably more complicated. Actually, no, it's not going to work. Crap. Well, what I'll do is, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Because I do need to test this. Because this hasn't been a problem up until, like, it was working the other day. But I really think that this is an issue of I just needed to reboot before starting the stream, and I should have. Anyway, well, there's not much I could do right now about it. Unfortunately, the stream's kind of messed up. And I think it's best that I just end the stream now because of technical problems. It's better than restarting the stream. I do not currently have the ability to... video looks fine on my laptop. How's the audio on your laptop, Amy Athena? Is the audio, like, kind of crapping in and out? Is it really choppy? Because Brittany was telling me that on her Android it was kind of choppy, but I'm wondering if this is an issue with just that. Let's try something. I'm going to just try to turn up my iPad for just one quick second and see if that is doing it.
My phone is the only device that I own that supports playing your stream in the format you send it in.
Yeah.
My tablet, nothing.
Alright, well, unfortunately, there's some technical issues tonight. It's kind of, I can't do anything about that right now. I'm sorry, all. Um, been live for an hour and a half. This is pretty much the amount of time that I usually do for my stream. But, yeah, I'm going to try to work out these issues best I can. I apologize for that. I don't have a solution yet. I am working on building a dedicated streaming box for this. But it's going to take some time because I can't get my hands on a GPU right now. But maybe what I'll do is I have some other GPUs that I might be able to put in place that at least I can maybe, I don't know. I gotta work on it a little bit. I'll play around with it, see what I can come up with, and hopefully I've got some kind of solution we can put together for during the stream. Again, I apologize for it, but I will be back on Wednesday, and if I don't think that I can find a solution for Wednesday, maybe we'll just do some Dyson Sphere program while I try to work this out. But yeah, so sorry, but yeah, just gonna have to end the stream here, and I will see you on Wednesday. Again, streaming Wednesday, Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Like, subscribe, follow, all those things would be greatly appreciated. Kind of hard to recommend a share right now because things are kind of messed up, but I will do my absolute best to try to figure it out. And thank you all again so much for stopping by, and thank you so much, PJ, for pointing that out. You're my most loyal fan. I definitely greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Amy Athena, for helping troubleshoot that. Thank you, Brittany, for helping me troubleshoot it as well. And I will see you all on Wednesday. And until next time, bye, my unicorns. Bye.